So today we are doing another Storm Arena. This time we're doing Ken. I love the first figure so much, I had to just do another one. And hopefully, if it goes good for me, I'll continue to do the whole line. So let's get this guy out of the box and let's go straight into him. Here we have Ken outside of his packaging. I can't say much more than what I did in the first video with Ryu, just because these guys are very identical, obviously, but I'm just gonna go over like the key differences, articulation, and accessories. Now, starting with accessories, Ken comes with a few extra hands than what Ryu did. So obviously he comes with his fists, and then he has his open palm hands. So if you want to display him also doing a Hadouken with Ryu's accessory, you can. Because I believe at this point of the game, Ken still was able to do a Hadouken of his own, and then they added like the fire uppercut. But I'm pretty sure, I don't know how my timeline is with that, but maybe you guys can correct me there. So these are his open palm hands. He comes with like a come over here hand gesture, kind of like a taunt hand. We already know Ken is the more arrogant Ryu. And then he comes with his peace sign. There you go. He does come with a flame effect for his Shoryuken. There you go. Now, this is his other head sculpt where he's kind of like smirking a little bit. Remember, every single one of them have like a kind of like a neutral face and then like their alternate face. This would be Ken's. Soft plastic for the hair. See? And another thing that Ken comes with, he comes with the same thing. I haven't taken it out of its packaging, but they all come with like their stand. So you can like kind of have them in the air and whatnot. It's pretty cool. I like it so much. I'm glad that these figures come with that. So if you want to display them doing like a jump kick or something, you can. But going over Ken, dude, I just can't get over, like I said in the first video, how aesthetically pleasing these guys are to look at. It's insane. But with his gi on, he can go about this far up. He can go about this far down. He does have a bicep swivel here. Mine's is just a little stiff. Just gotta break these guys in a little bit. But everything's good there. He does have a double jointed elbow. No pinholes or peg holes. Which is perfect. And I did say this in my last video, that their hands are kind of rubbery, which is something I wasn't expecting for these figures, because I've never owned them before. But yeah, the hands are very rubbery, so kind of just be careful around the hands, because just any kind of like movement that's too drastic can make them come off easy, see? But other than that, I still think it's badass. Now, when it comes to the head, you can look about that far down, and his head just came up. Looks like his hair might be a little bit in the way to go up, but it looks like that's how far up he can look without the hair getting in the way. He could do a full 360, obviously, but again, the hair kind of limits it. So when it comes to abdomen crunch, his chest piece is a little bit rubbery too, so if you guys can get a clue about that. Oh, you know what, let's just remove the head for now. So he can ab crunch about this much, which is pretty good. And then he can go about that far back. So you see, boom. And his legs, just like Ryu, these guys can do a full blown split if you wanted. Now for the kick, he could go about that far up. So you guys can see. And when it comes to the back, he could go about that far back before the leg starts kind of going out. But the butt piece is also like a soft plastic too. So it shouldn't get too much in the way. See? Now he does have a thigh swivel. I'm sure you guys noticed that. Double jointed knees. No pinholes, peg holes. And just like Ryu also, he has a shin swivel, but at the bottom of the pants. See? He can dorsiflex about that much. He can plantar flex about there. Ankle pivot. And toe joints. My favorite. Right here. That's so cool, dude. But yeah, I did say this in my last video. I was just astonished, you know, like these guys are very similar. Obviously, it's Ryu and Ken. And I was just telling myself, I was like, just getting these figures in hand or just looking at them in like in the box, man, they just look really good to look at. And trust me, I know the figure might not do any, the video might not do any justice, is what I'm trying to say, because even just getting these figures in hand with their articulation, they feel so smooth. These are really good action figures by Strom, man. Really awesome. And just to kind of like give you like a comparison, here he is next to Storm Ryu. See, they very much are very similar, right? And then here he is next to his little brother Jada. For the artistic style of Jada, I mean, and for the game that they're going for, I think it's okay because it's more retro. But I like this anime aesthetic version of the characters, man. It's just my favorite version. Obviously, another thing I wanted to go over, I'm not going to do it for this video because if you guys wanted, you could check out my Ryu one. But the gis are removable, so feel free to check out the last one. It's very an easy process. These guys are on pegs, as you can see, and you can just slowly remove piece by piece. There you guys can get the full articulation there. I would definitely recommend picking these guys up. If you are a fan of Street Fighter, if you like good articulation, I think what Storm is doing is amazing because now their figures could be a little bit more accessible, they're more affordable. Pick them up before they sell out. If wherever you can get them, don't even think about it, just do it. Try to beat the scalpers, please. You guys need this in your collection. Would be my video for Ken. I hope you enjoy it. I know this one was a little bit shorter than Ryu, but I just figured that I covered everything with the Ryu figure. If you guys don't know where to find them, I always try to say check out Toyco if you can't find them in your local retailers. Stay tuned. The more figures I get from these guys, I will review them. And remember, I do stream on the weekends too. So if you guys wanted to come over and say hi, feel free to do so, okay? Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.